Advances. First, interest free and interest bearing advances. A. Interest free advances. There are four types. 1. Advance of TA on tour and transfer. Advance on TA on tour or transfer. Second, advance on TA to the family of deceased government servant. Advance of TA to the family of a deceased government servant. 3. Advance on LTC. Advance on LTC. 4. Advance in connection with medical treatment. Advance in connection with medical treatment. OM dated 7/10/2016. All interest free advances except those mentioned above at serial number 1 to 4 have been abolished by the 7th Central Pay Commission. D. Interest bearing advances. B. Interest bearing advances. There are two types. Advance for the purpose of personal computer. OM dated 7/10/2016. Advance for purpose of personal computer. OM dated 7/10/2016. Second, advance for the construction or purchase of house or flat or enlargement of the living accommodation. Second, advance for the construction or purchase of house or flat or enlargement of living accommodation. Rate of interest are prescribed for each financial year for item number 1, means advance for purchase of personal computer, and periodically for the item number 2, means advances for the construction, purchase of house, flat, enlargement of living accommodation. All interest bearing advances except those mentioned above at serial number 1 to 2 have been abolished by the 7th Central Pay Commission. Second, personal computer allowances. Personal computer advance. First, eligibility. Are all government employee are eligible for grant of the personal computer advance for the 50,000. Advance of the 50,000 or actual price of the PC, whichever is lower. OM dated 7/10/2016. Second, sanction authority. Sanction authority. The authority competent to sanction the advance is Department of Central Government or administration or head of the department. Rule number 15A. 15(1). 3. Condition. First condition, an application for the grant of advance for the purpose of a personal computer shall be made in form number 6 of the compendium. Second, a second or subsequent advance for the purpose of a personal computer cannot be granted before the expiry of 3 years from the date of drawal or of the earlier advances. May be allowed maximum 5 times in the entire services. Point number 3, तीसरी condition. Advance not admissible for payment of custom duty on the personal computer. Rule number 21(5). Condition 4. There are 3 conditions. For mortgage. Mortgage, to make the make, model number and number of the personal computer should be entered in the form number 4 of the compendium. 5. Interest at the rate of 9.8 for the financial year 2021 to 22. OM dated 4/3/2021. 6. Repayment. It is not more than 150 monthly installments, totally recovery of the account of the advance including the computer advance taken by the government servant shall not be exceed 50% of total emoluments. Rule number 21(5). Rule number 21 of 5. तीसरा, थर्ड, हाउसिंग बिल्डिंग अलाउंस, हाउसिंग बिल्डिंग एडवांस. फर्स्ट, एलिजिबिलिटी. एलिजिबिलिटी नंबर 1, all permanent government employee are eligible. Second, all other employee with at least 5 years of continuous service, provided they do not hold permanent appointment under a state government and the sanction authority satisfy about their likely retention in the service till the house is built and mortgaged. Third, eligibility. Member of all India service deputed for service under the central government or company or association or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, which is wholly or substantially owned or controlled by a central government or a international organization and autonomous body not controlled by the government or private body. Fourth, eligibility. Employee of Union Territory and Northeast Frontier Agency. Fifth, eligibility. Staff or artists of All India Radio who fulfill the condition prescribed at 2 above and have been appointed in long-term contract extending to the age as per extant rule. Eligibility number 6. Central government employee governed by the Payment of the Wage Act 1936. The Payment of Wage Act 1936. Seventh, eligibility. Central government employee on deputation to another department or on foreign service, such case to be proceed by the head of the office of the parent department. Eligibility number 8. Extend rule for eligible condition of the ex-serviceman and of central government employee under suspension remain unchanged. Eligibility number 9. In case where both the spouses are central government employee and both are eligible for the grant of the house building advance, the advance will be admissible to both of them jointly or separately. Rule number 3. House building allowance purpose. House building allowance purpose. HBA, house building allowance, is admissible for only one of the following purpose. First purpose, constructing a new house on the plot owned by the employee or the employee and the employee's wife / husband jointly with the clear title of the plot. Second, purpose number 2, purchasing a plot and constructing a house thereon. Purpose number 3, purchasing a plot under cooperative scheme and constructing a house / flat thereon or acquiring a house through membership of cooperative group housing society. Purpose number 4, purpose / construction of the house under the self-financing scheme of Delhi, Bangalore, UP, Lucknow, etc. Purpose number 5, overright purchase of a new ready built house / flat from Housing Board, Development Authority and other statutory and semi-government body and from registered builder, registered private builder, architect, house building society, etc., but not from the private individual. Purpose number 6, expansion of the living accommodation of existing house owned by the employee and jointly with spouse. The total cost of the existing structure excluding cost of land and the purpose addition should not be exceed to the prescribed cost selling under these rules. Purpose number 7, repayment of loan of advance taken from a government or HUDCO or private source even if the construction has commenced subject to the certain condition. Purpose number 8, existing employee who have already taken home loan from bank or other financial institutions are allowed to migrate to this scheme subject to the fulfillment of the following condition. Condition number 1, before grant of the HBA, the head of the department number 1 should satisfy himself that the home loan were taken by the government employee entirely for the purpose of the construction or purchase of a new house or flat. Second, should ensure the home house building advances sanction is limited to the amount of the loan still due to the repaid by the government employee. Second, condition number 2, HBA can be availed for the repayment of the bank loan. HBA can be availed for the repayment of bank loan taken for the purpose of the construction oblique purchase of new house oblique flat. Condition number 3, C, HBA can be granted on the date of the government servant obtained loan from the bank and other financial institution irrespective of whether they apply for HBA before raising the loan. Condition D, HBA for the repayment of the loan can be granted in one lump sum and the government employee shall produce a utilization certificate within the 1 month from the release of HBA. Condition E, employee to satisfy other provision of HBA rule GIO under 15 rule number 2. And purpose 9, constructing only residential portion of the building on a plot marked for the soft cum residential plot in a residential colony subject to prescribed cost selling. Rule number 2. House building advance condition. House building advance condition. Condition number 1, the official should not have availed any loan or advance for the purpose from any other government sources, housing board, other semi-government or local body, development authorities, etc. Where such loan has been availed of, HBA can be granted if the government servant undertakes to repay the outstanding loan forthwith in one lump sum. Condition number 2, the official or spouse of or minor child should not already own a house in the town or urban agglomeration where the house is proposed to be constructed or acquired. Condition number 3, if the official is a member of HUF which own a house at the same place, he may be granted advances restricted to 60% of normal entitlement. GIO 3 rule number 4. Condition number 4, the title to the land should be clear. Condition number 5, advance for the ready built house or flat is admissible for outright purchase only. House building advance cost selling. Condition number 4, the title to the land should be clear. Condition number 5. Condition number 5 for house building allowance. The advance for ready built house or flat is admissible for outright purchase only. Fourth, cost selling for the house building advance. Cost selling for the house building advance. Cost selling. First point, cost of the house to be built or purchased excluding the cost of plot should not be exceed 139 times of the basic pay of the employee, subject to a minimum of 1 crore rupee only. Second, cost selling. The cost selling may be relaxed up to 25% in individual cases by the head of the department based on the merit of the case, if satisfied by the administrative ministry concerned. Rule number 4. Selling. Rule number 3. Minimum cost selling need not be insisted. GIO 4. Rule number 4. Minimum cost selling need not be insisted. Cost selling number 4. If both husband and wife are employed in the central or state government, public undertaking, semi-government institutions or local body, the pay of the both of them will be taken into consideration for the calculation of the cost selling. GIO 2. Rule number 4. Selling number 5. In case of the enlargement to the existing accommodation, the local cost of the existing structure and the cost of the enlargement should not be exceed the limit in 4 cost selling above. Means if the both husband and wife are employed in the central government, public undertaking, semi-government institution or local body, the pay of both of them will be taken into consideration for the calculation of the cost selling. Rule number 2. 6. Cost selling. Point number 6. If GPF withdrawal is also taken for the house building, the total amount of GPF withdrawal plus and the house building advance should not be exceed the cost selling limit, given above. Rule number 2A says this. Cost selling. Point number 7. If the advance is for construction residential part of the building on a shop cum residential plot, situated in a residential colony, then the 3 rule will apply. A. The cost of the land and the cost of the superstructure of the proposed residential portion and the shops should not exceed the selling limit. B. The entire property including the shops and the residential portion should be mortgaged. C. The entire building including the shops should be insured against the fire, lighting, flood, etc. GIO 1. Rule number 4. Cost selling. 8. House flat constructed, house oblique flat constructed oblique acquire both with the help of HBA to be used for the residential purpose only. GIO 14. Rule number 2. Cost selling. 9. No encashment of HBA in case of subsequent revision of the DCRG limits. GIO 2. Rule number 5. House building advance. Point number 5. Amount of advance. Point number 1. Only one advance shall be sanctioned to the government servant during his/her entire service. Second, the maximum amount of the advance shall be A 34 months basic pay subject to the maximum of the 25 lakh only, rupees 25 lakh, or the cost of the house flat, or the amount according to repaying capacity, whichever is the least for the construction or purchase of a new house or flat. B, for expansion of the existing house, the amount of HBA will be limited to the 34 months basic pay subject to the maximum of the 10 lakh only, rupees 10 lakh, or the cost of the expansion of or the amount according to repaying capacity, whichever is the least. C, the amount of the advance shall be restricted to the 80% of the true cost of the land and construction of the house or cost of the expansion of the living accommodation. In the case of the construction in rural area, this can be relaxed and 100% can be sanctioned if the head of the department certify that the concerned rural area fall within the periphery of the town or city. Amount of advance. Rule number 3. Family pension at normal rates drawn by the government servant will be clubbed with the basic pay for computing amount of advance as well as the cost selling. Amount of advance. Point number 4. The amount of advance sanction can be reduced at the request of the government servant to avail the reduced rate of the interest if the entire advance has been drawn. GID. Rule number 5. House building advances. Point number 6. Encasement of selling of HBA sanction or after 1/1/2016 but before 9/11/2017. An encasement of the house building advance, if applied for, would be granted for an amount equivalent to the difference between the previously sanctioned amount and the new eligible amount, determined on the basis of the basic pay as per the 7th pay commission, Central Pay Commission, subject to the compiling following condition. First condition, the employee should not have drawn the entire amount of HBA sanction under the earlier order and or where construction is not completed / full cost toward the acquisition of house / flat is yet to be paid. Condition number 2, there will be no deviation from the approved plan of the construction on the basis of which the original sanction of the house building advance was accorded. The revised cost of the original plan can, however, be considered for the determining the additional amount subject to the prescribed maximum limit. Condition number 3, supplementary mortgage deed, personal bond or surety will be drawn and executed at the expense of the loanees. Condition number 4, the actual entitled will be restricted to the repaying capacity computed on the basis of the formula at 4 number cost selling above. It should be ensure that the entire amount of advance with the interest is recovered before the retirement of the government servant. Condition number 5, the new rate of interest of 8.5% would be chargeable only on collective amount that would remain outstanding on ground of the encasement of HBA, that is the unpaid portion of the previously sanctioned HBA plus the encasement so granted. Thus the amount of HBA that has already been repaid on old rate will not be attract the fresh interest rate. Condition number 6, however, the existing limit of the maximum admissible amount of the 25 lakh for the purpose of the construction / purchase of new house / flat and the 10 lakh for the expansion of the existing house oblique flat would be remain unchanged. In other words, the sum total of previously sanctioned house building advance and the encasement granted under these order cannot be exceed the aforesaid limit. In any case, not more than one encasement is admissible to the government employee. Condition number 7. The application for the enhanced house building advance should be submitted within the 6 months from 29 June of 2018. GIO 6 rule number 5. HBA house building advance repaying capacity. Point number 7. Repaying capacity. The repaying capacity of official will be computed on the following basis: length of remaining service or repaying capacity. Point number A. In case of the employee retiring after 20 years, the repaying capacity will be 40% of basic pay. Second, in case of the employee retiring after 10 years but not later than 20 years, the repaying capacity up to 40% of basic pay, 60% of DCR gratuity may be adjusted. Point number 3. In case of employee retiring within the 10 years, the repaying capacity will be up to the 50% of basic pay, DCR gratuity up to the 70% can be adjusted. Rule number 6 says this. HBA. Point number 8. Disbursement of advance and the time limit for utilization. Disbursement of the advance and time limit for utilization. A. For the purpose ready built house, in case of lump sum, as soon as the applicant executed an agreement in prescribed form, the employees should ensure that the house is purchased and mortgaged to be government within the 3 months of drawal of the advance. Rule number 8 says, 8 under 1 says. B. For purchase or construction of new flat, either in one lump sum or in a convenient installment at the discretion of the head of the department, the employee should execute the agreement in prescribed form before the advance / first installment of advance is paid to him or her. The amount drawn by the employee should be utilized for the purpose / construction of the flat within the 1 month. Rule number 8 under 2 says this. C. The construction / expansion of living accommodation, etc. For construction / expansion of living accommodation, etc. Payable in 2 installments of 50% each. The first installment will be the paid after the plot and proposed house / existing house is mortgaged and the balance of the construction reaching plinth level. Rule number 8 under 3 says this. D. For the expansion to be carried out on the upper story of the house. For the extension to be carried out on the upper story of the house. Disbursed in 2 installments. First installment of executing on the mortgage deed and the second installment on the construction reaching roof level. Rule number 8 under 4 it says that. E. For purchase of plot or construction of house. There are 2 rules under this. Number 1, single story house and double story house. For single story house, after agreement in prescribed form is executed on the production of the surety bond, 40% of advance or actual cost will be disbursed for the purchase of plot. The balance amount will be distributed in 2 equal installments, first after the mortgage is executed and second on the construction reaching plinth level. Second, double story house, 30% of advance for the cost of plot will be disbursed on executing the agreement. The balance amount will be disbursed in 2 equal installments. The first is executing the mortgage deed and the second on construction reaching plinth level. Rule number 8 under 5 says this. HBA. Point number 9, interest. Rule number 1, the advance carries simple interest from the date of the payment of the first installment and the calculated on the balance outstanding on the last day of each month. Second, no interest is chargeable beyond the date of retirement and death of the government servant. No interest is chargeable beyond the date of retirement and or death of the government servant. Third, rate of interest. The interest of house building advance from 1 अक्टूबर 2020 to 31/3/2022 shall be 7.9%. This shall be reviewed every 3 years to be notified in the consultation with the Ministry of Finance. OM dated 19/4/2021, rule number 7. 4. Interest rebate to the HBA beneficiary for promoting small family norms will be ceased to exist with effect from 1/7/2017. OM dated 31/1/2018. 10वां, mortgage. First rule, house should be mortgaged on the behalf of the President of India. Rule number 9, in case of HBA is availed by the both husband or wife jointly, then these rule will be applied. First, HBA mortgage paper, insurance paper, other paper regarding property should be submitted to the one of the loan sanctioning authority of their choice. Second, no objection certificate may be obtained from the second loan sanction authority. Third, the property mortgaged on behalf of the President of India should be reconveyed on the prescribed form to the central government employee concerned on their successor in interest, as the case may be, after the advance together with the interest thereon has been repaid to the government in full and after obtaining no demand certificate in respect of HBA loan sanctioned by the second loan sanction authority. Rule number 9. 11. Insurance. HBA insurance. Rule under this insurance 1. Immediately on the completion of the construction or purchase of house flat, the employee shall insure the house with the recognized institution as approved by the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority (RDA) for not less than the amount of advance and shall keep it so insured against damage by fire, flood, lighting till the advance together with the interest thereon is repaid in full and deposit the policy documents with the head of the department HOD. Renewal of the insurance will be done every year and the premium receipt produced for the inspection for the HOD regularly. Second, penal interest of 2% over and above existing rate of interest will be recovered from the employee for those periods which are not covered by the insurance of the house. Rule number 10. C. Employee may get their house or flat insured from any other for nationalized general insurance company of their choice, irrespective of its location in India. GOI 8, rule number 10. D. Separate insurance of the flat / house acquired through membership of the cooperative group housing society not necessary. GIO rule number 5 and GOI 5, rule number 10. GBA 12, second mortgage. Under second mortgage, A. Certain creation of the second charge. If an employee want to avail of a further loan in addition to the HBA from any recognized financial institution, he may declare the same, obtain NOC for the second charge will be giving along with the sanction order of HBA. First, loan to be obtained should be from recognized financial institution like bank, government financial corporation, cooperative housing financial institution, public company, firm, and the register in India with the specific purpose of financing housing like Housing Development Finance Corporation Limited. Second, the total HBA taken plus the amount of loan now raised should be not exceeded the prescribed cost selling. Third, second mortgage can be created in respect of loan for the meeting the balance cost of the house or flat. Fourth, second charge can be created also for the enlargement of living accommodation in the house constructed acquired with the HBA if 2 years have been elapsed after the completion of the house constructed with the HBA. 5. Prior permission of the head of the department should be obtained. Rule number 9 says. 13. Assignment of employees interest in group insurance scheme 1980 under HBA. A. An employee who is member of the central government insurance group insurance scheme 1980 can assign his interest in the insurance cover and the accumulation in the saving fund as a security to the financial institution for the obtaining additional loan from them for acquiring building a flat house subject to the condition 1 to 4th above. The accommodation of acceptance of the assignment should be entered in the service record in Reading. Rule number 11. HBA point number 14, repayment of advances. Under this first rule, the entire amount of advance together with the interest is repayable in 20 year, 180 months installment for the practical and 60 installment for interest. Rule number 7 says this. Existing pattern of recovery. First, in the case of the construction of new house or enlarging living accommodation, recovery will be commenced from the pay for the monthly following the completion of the house or the pay for the 18th month after the date of the payment of the first installment, whichever is earlier. B. In case of the advances taken partly for the purpose of the land and partly for the construction, the recovery will be commenced from the pay for the month following the completion of the house or the pay for the 24th month after the date on which the installments for purchase of land was drawn by the official, whichever is earlier. C. In the case of ready-built house or flat, recovery will be commenced from the pay for the month following that in which the advance is taken. Repayment of advance. Rule number 2. Adjustment of a portion from retirement death gratuity. In case of the employee retiring within the 20 year, a portion of the advance and or interest may be left to be adjusted from the retirement or death gratuity if suitable clause to be that effect is inserted in the mortgage deed. Third, failure to repay. If the official failed to repay the balance of the advance on or before date of retirement, government may enforce recovery from the retirement death gratuity or by sale of house or in any other manner. 4. Manner of recovery. Recovery will be effected through monthly pay, leave salary or substantive allowances bill. Recovery cannot be postponed without the prior concurrence of the government. 15. Reconvenience of property. The property mortgaged to be government should be conveyed to the government servant in the prescribed form after the advance together with the interest has been repaid to the government original. Second, reconvenience deed should be executed to the head of the department on the behalf of the president. Third, deed should be got registered. Fourth, the expense in connection with the execution registration should be borne by the loanee unless the execution registration of the deed by the central government is exempt. Illustration, house of building advance. Frequently asked question. Define an interest-free advance or enumerate its maximum limit. An advance for LTC can be drawn for up to 90% of estimated cost of the travel, including the both outward and return journey. What is the maximum cost of the house for which you can avail a house building allowance? The maximum cost of the house to be built or purchased excluding the cost of plot should not be exceed the 1 crore. Third, can a second charge be created on the property for which HBA is already availed? A government servant who has obtained a house building advance from the government is permitted to create a second charge on the property with the permission of the head of the department to meet the balance cost of the house or flat from recognized financial institution. 4. How many times can be government servant avail computer advance? A government servant can avail computer advance 4 times in his entire services. 5. An officer avail computer advance in January 2021. Again, he applied for the computer advance in 2023, but the application is rejected. Why? A subsequent advance for the purchase of computer can be granted only on expiry of 3 years from the drawal of the earlier advances.